love,
fate, destiny.
the three words that make hopeless romantics believe in something greater than chance.
This Valentine's,
I, Agna,
and I, Priya,
and we are
the Papaya.
Let's produce an ancient theory that ties them all together.
And plausible explanations to the feeling as if you were meant to be something. Like an invisible force brought you together.
That's right. Today we're diving into the red string theory.
"この世界は僕を飼いならしてたいみたいだ」「望み通りだろう美しくもがくよ」
Sounds like something straight out of romance anime. Well, it kind of is. But it's also a part of numerous ancient mythology and even science.
And we are not just stopping at the folklore. We are bringing science into the mix. Yeah.
Let's get there. Let's start with the origins of romantic belief, love. The red string theory dates back to Chinese mythology, where god of marriage, Yulao, is said to tie the red string around the ankles of two destined lovers.
One of the most famous love stories that is the butterfly lovers, sometimes also called the Eastern Roman Juliet.
In that, Zhu Yingdai and Liang Shanbo were bound by fate but separated by society, and the love story ends with them transforming into butterflies, forever united but in a different form.
The story begins in the Eastern Jin dynasty. Jin, a noble woman, disguises himself as a man to pursue education. Something unheard for women during that time. There she meets Shanbo, a brilliant and a kind scholar.
For years, they study together, growing closer, but Liang never realizes that Zhu is a woman. While Zhu, deeply in love, drops hints, but he remains oblivious. When she is finally called home, she asks Liang to visit her and proposes that he should marry her sister, which is obviously her in disguise.
When Liang discovers the truth, he rushes to her. He is only to find out that she has already been promised for another man in an arranged marriage. Heartbroken, Liang falls greatly and dies of sorrow.
On the day of Zhu's wedding, as her bridal procession passes through Liang's grave, a sudden storm erupts and the grave miraculously splits open. Rather than continuing with her forced marriage, Zhu throws herself in the grave, choosing death over separation.
In a final twist, two butterflies emerge from the grave, symbolizing their souls are finally free from the constraints of society.
It's a tragic yet beautiful story, reinforcing the idea that love transcends the physical form. Even when fate seems cruel, the red string still finds a way and ties two souls together, sometimes in life and sometimes beyond it.
While the red string theory originated in China, Japan embraced and reshaped the idea, intertwining with its own cultural beliefs.
In Japan, the red string isn't tied to ankle, but it is connected to the finger.
Now that's when things get really interesting. So, you know, during the Edo period, women would actually cut their own fingers as a proof of love and loyalty.
Yeah, that's right. It was believed that seeing the pinky finger could serve as a way to seal a romantic promise or demonstrate devotion.
This wasn't just about love, it was also linked to the idea that fate and sacrifice were deeply connected.
Yes. And speaking of severed fingers, this ties to the Cupid tradition of Yakuza. If a a member disordered the group, they had to cut off their pinky finger as a form of atonement.
Over the time, losing a pinky came to symbolize broken bonds, whether in crime, love, or even fate.
But let's go back to something even more mystical, the folklore of witches in Japan.
So, according to the legends, the mountain witches Yamamba could see the red strings of fate, which was supposed to be invisible to the rest of the populations. So now these women were labeled as sorceresses or shamans and were said to have the ability to alter the fate by severing or retying the threads. And according to some stories, the witches, out of jealousy or revenge, would cut the thread between the two lovers, forever ruining the romance.
That's so beautiful, actually. While on the opposite hand, others believed that a witch could strengthen the red string, tying it tighter between two lovers to ensure that they would meet again, no matter how far apart they were.
Now that's a good story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, it's also fascinating if you see how the concept of fate isn't just a romantic idea.
Yeah.
It carries a sense of responsibility, sacrifice, and supernatural interference.
Absolutely. One of the most beautiful modern interpretations of string theory or red string theory is found in Makoto Shingami's
Shinkai.
Okay, yeah. Makoto Shinkai's Kimi no Nawa, popularly known as Your Name.
Okay, so if you haven't seen it, first of all, pause this video, go watch it.
But in short, this film tells the story of Taki and Mitsuha, two people who are mysteriously connected across time and space, drawn towards each other, but they don't know, or by a force they don't understand.
Unlike the traditional red string theory of fate that connects the lovers to the same timeline, Kimi no Nawa takes a step further. It connects the past, present, and the future together.
Right. The red braided cord which Mitsuha weaves isn't just a symbol of connection. It's literally a physical manifestation of fate, memory, and time looping back on itself.
Taki and Mitsuha keep searching for each other even when they don't remember why. It is as if their souls recognize each other even when their minds felt faithless.
And when Taki drinks the Kuchika Misake, Mitsuha's ritual sake, it's like he's ingesting the fate itself, allowing him to see across time and space and find his way back to her.
The movie beautifully suggests that the fate isn't just about getting tied to one another, it's about the journey of finding one another no matter how long it takes or what it takes.
Now, let's talk about My Man is Cupid, a story where fate is literally controlled by a supernatural being, Cupid himself.
In this drama, Jia Sang-yu, fallen Cupid, shoots an arrow but cannot fall in love himself until he meets a woman who disrupts his entire existence.
Yes. What's interesting is that in this version of fate, the red string isn't something that passively exists, but it's something that can be manipulated, altered, or even broken.
Which also raises the question, what happens when someone who is supposed to create the fate falls victim to it?
Yes. It flips the entire red string theory on its head. Instead of humans struggling against fate, here we have a supernatural being struggling against his own destiny, making us wonder, do we control fate or does fate control us?
In both Kimi no Nawa and My Man is Cupid, the red string isn't just about romance, it is about longing, loss, and destiny.
And the idea that some people are meant to find each other no matter the obstacle no matter the cost.
Also, along with these mainstream commercials, do check out these short animated films, Red String by Animation Inc. and the another one, the same name, Red String by Carl Combs.
Find the links in the description below.
Let's start with neuroscience.
Love isn't just fate, it's chemistry. Our brains releases oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine, which creates strong emotional bonds.
And let's get this. Our brains have mirror neurons, which help us form deeper connections by mirroring the emotions of people we are drawn to.
So, is love both fate and biology?
But what if there's something deeper, like quantum entanglement?
So basically, quantum entanglement is when two particles become linked, so that when one changes, the other one changes instantly, even across galaxies.
Some physicists believe that this could be why we feel an instant, unexplainable connection with someone like we've met them since like forever.
What if love is just quantum physics playing across time and space?
This can be a possibility. But now let's talk about the butterfly. The idea that tiny actions can basically lead to massive, unpredictable consequences.
The name comes from the concept that a butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil through a series of reactions causes a tornado in Texas.
And when it comes to fate, the butterfly effect makes us question.
What if the smallest decision we make are because we meant to meet that person?
Imagine you're rushing for a train, you drop your keys and miss it just by 1 second. You are now annoyed, frustrated.
But because of this tiny moment, you take on the next train where you sit next to a complete stranger, a person you'll marry one day.
मुझे तो बस ट्रेन में चिपके खिलाने वाली आंटी सी दिखती है.
कुछ ज्यादा ही सच हो गया आसपास.
Real. Anyways, if you hadn't dropped your keys for that split second, you wouldn't have missed the train. And if you hadn't missed the train, you would have never met the love of your life.
Yeah. So was it just a coincidence, or did fate use butterfly effect to guide you?
There are stories of people meeting someone who looks just like them, only to find out that they were long lost twins separated at birth.
Yeah. One story tells of a man who sat next to a stranger on plane, only to find out that they had the same birthday, similar handwriting, and even their childhood memories overlapped.
Turns out that they were brothers separated as babies and adopted into different families.
So was it just a random sitting arrangement?
I don't think so. Or did fate make sure that they boarded the exact flight at the exact time and sat side by side?
Let us know in the comments below.
Also, the butterfly effect aligns with the Indian concept of Rita, where the universe aligns itself into the cosmic order.
So basically, the red string theory or red string fate and butterfly effect work together.
Every small choice we make might be the first domino in the long chain of events, leading us exactly where we are meant to be.
So, is the red string of fate real?
Whether you believe in destiny, quantum mechanics, or just great storytelling, love always finds a way.
Maybe, just maybe, there's an invisible thread or string that you with someone right now.
So this Valentine's, let's just appreciate the connections we have, because whether it's fate, shared luck, or just science, let you hear.
Who knows, maybe this video is a part of your next